Welcome to Take 5, a podcast brought to you by Newleaf Training and Development. Each edition is an inspiring interview with a leader worth listening to. Enjoy!
Hi there, I'm Mark Griffiths, one of the client partners at Newleaf Training and Development, and I'm joined today by Ramiro Herrera, who is founder of Your Future Now, as well as working as a consultant at a number of other organisations. Ramiro, for 19 years now at Newleaf Training Development, we've focused on our core purpose of helping people and organisations better manage themselves, lead others, and grow business acumen. What are your recommended best practices to help people and organisations be their best? But please do start by telling us a little bit more about what you do and who you serve.
Certainly. First of all, thank you, Mark, for having me. It's really an honor and a pleasure. So thank you very much. As you mentioned, my name is Ramiro Herrera. What I do is I help organizations develop the kind of leaders and cultures that raise the bar on performance, employee satisfaction, and client loyalty. My work focuses on solving issues like high turnover, low morale, and stagnant revenue. But instead of treating symptoms, what I do is I partner directly with the executive leadership team to uncover the root cause, which most of the time is a leadership issue. So once we identify the real problem, I build a strategy to shift the mindset to develop and give the results that they're looking for. My approach is deeply rooted in changing how leaders think, how they show up, and how they influence the people that they lead. My tagline and what I live by is to increase, engage, and inspire. Increase your influence, engage your people, and inspire your people to be the best version that they can be. I believe if you can transform a leader's mindset, you can transform a business. So that's what I do, and that's my approach. If I could speak a little bit to what you mentioned earlier as well as to, how I, in addition to that, what I do to manage ourselves and better lead individuals, I believe that it really does start with self. My approach is to take oneself and chop it up, if you will. We're made of mind, body, and spirit. Now, some would call it soul, some would call it an essence or an energy or a vibe. Name it what you want it, but we all have a mind, we all have a body, and we all have a spirit or essence of some sort. So by tending, I believe strongly that we must tend to each of those areas. When you tend to your mind, it gives you mental clarity and sharpness, but it doesn't just stop there. It also goes into what our core beliefs are and how we approach life. So I believe it's important to take time to really develop our minds and stay as sharp as we can. And then our bodies, which I think is self-explanatory. But if I could add something to that, the reason I believe all this is important is because it will greatly impact how we lead others. So when we care for our bodies, that's really going to depend on the individual and how best we can do that. But there are some guidelines that transcend from human to human as well. So take care of your mind, your body, and then your spirit. Make sure you live with integrity and rightness and show empathy and service. All of these things create an individual that can be at their best level and that can be the best versions of themselves. And once we've done that, and it doesn't have to be, it looks different for everybody, but on this journey, as we're moving forward, once we get to a point where we know we're caring for ourselves to the best of our ability, well, then we're able to lead others to the best of our ability as well. And that's where we can influence them. John C. Maxwell is a favorite leadership author of mine. And he says that leadership is influence, nothing more and nothing less. So when we are showing up as our best versions, we are able to influence people to our max capacity towards greatness. And when we do that, we set a really good example. And that example is one to be followed. And that's where we're able to make that relationship and that impact with others. We have to, when we lead others, let's move away from titles and tasks and focus on relationship and impact. And when By doing that, we can see real change. I strongly believe that when you lead others by being your best version, you influence them to become their best version. And in return, the business itself or organization that you lead will also become its best version. Because at the end of the day, it's people who are running the business. So these are the ways and the methods that I have developed in order to lead myself and lead others towards becoming and developing their best business. And business acumen is also very important. And I'll end with this. Business acumen is something that it's not just a flash of brilliance. It's quite frankly what Charlie Munger once said this. He said, to the man with only a hammer, every problem looks like a nail. Now, how does that even relate to business acumen? Because business acumen gives you the tools that you need over time to lead your business and to grow your business. It doesn't take much to start a business. You or I or a 15-year-old today could start a business in a matter of minutes. But to grow one and to develop one, that's going to take time, that's going to take wisdom, and that's going to take commitment. So if we can commit ourselves to a process of engaging other people, growing our business knowledge, maybe taking in the content, reading the books, engaging other professionals in our field, and then over time, taking all of that wisdom, we then find ourselves in a position where we're able to really lead others, lead ourselves, and grow a fantastic business. Thank you for allowing me to share that.
Wow. I mean, you're literally speaking our language, Ramiro. This is just absolutely outstanding. I really, really appreciate that. And on behalf of everyone who watches these back, genuinely thank you for your insights in help, what really matters when it comes to helping people and organizations be their best. Before we sign off, just a quick reminder to our subscribers to always keep an eye on the events page of our website for the professional development opportunities that we offer on a regular basis. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Sign off.
I hope you found that interview useful, and if you did, feel free to rate, review, and share this podcast. We'll be back next week with another episode, and we also invite you to check out our other weekly podcast, Going the Extra Mile, which is sure to lift your spirit and encourage you in today's working world. Bye for now.